Meeting new people, new places, increase our opportunity to manifest. Now, talking about manifestation is creating, with drawing an experience into our life, creating our future, realizing our goal or dream, from energy to physicality. An experience comes into the effect into a physical life called manifestation. Our thoughts and feelings create a reality. Yad bhavam tad bhavati. Observation manifests possibility.
But there was one thing that I was really focused on manifesting, and that was clearing that competitive exam. After this 2 years, I didn't clear that exam. So at that moment, I ran to Chandra sir, and sir didn't force me to meditate, but he said to try to meditate. But he asked me more to use affirmations and be in that gratitude state. And I think these suggestions work like miracles. A week after I met Sir, there was an amazing opportunity that came by. But the thing was, it required a minimum 3 years of experience as a practicing advocate. I hardly had less than a year of experience. So, regardless of this limiting belief, I applied for it, and I manifested that opportunity, that fellowship. I got it.
On professional front, we pivoted. My team grew from 2 to 10. And there are times I have worried about how am I going to pay these folks? How am I going to plan for this? And every time I had considered, like, this month I'm a little short of cash, and for very interestingly, the universe would send a couple of projects our way. Customers would pay upfront in advance, and it is very interesting, very enchanting to look at your own life as a third party.
Even my kids and everyone are transformed at our home, and it has been a meditation home and not just a home. That's what we manifested, and it's working great. Because when we are working for the universe will work for us. That's what I think.
I had so many questions today, but the 5 things you gave, most of them gave a beautiful satisfaction to my questions, what I was asking. On the top of all those 5, I considered the reprogramming limiting beliefs. That is the best thing I considered myself.
I implemented that placebo effect, and I tried it. It did work.
Good morning and good evening, friends and masters. Welcome to the 17th day of Nature program. Yesterday, we've been learning about manifestation sutras, 5 steps of manifestation science. Today, we are going to learn about how meditation helps to reprogramming limiting beliefs and develop spiritual intelligence. With that, we welcome Chandra sir, and over to you, sir.
Happy morning, dear friends and masters. Great afternoon, wonderful evening. A media company office, there was a reporter was asked, there is Independence Day that day. And Independence Day is a special day. There are a lot of stories to cover everywhere you go and cover stories. Based on their, everybody has this belief system that I have to come to get to the best. Everybody wants the best, top story. He was asked to go and cover Independence Day function in a submarine that is there docked in that city. Well, of course, there are many, many functions happen in the city. Maybe one with district collector, maybe some minister, maybe some special function in Rotary. Whatever, there must be a sexiest place in that city where, all stuff happens, like, in the Red Fort, something happens in India and Delhi. There's always special places that everybody wants to go there and see what happens. there. But he was asked to go and then cover an independence story, the independence dysfunction story, from a submarine that came in, that docked there in the port of the city. Nobody even knows there is something like that comes and goes. Nobody bothers about it. Why would they pay attention to read anything about it? So then this reporter goes there, wants to cover, so he goes there with a lot of disinterest. He had a belief system that anything that's not top rated is just going to be not valued much anyway. So one more opportunity gone for me on this Independence Day. I still, again, I'm going to just cover something nobody cares in the newspaper. Somewhere it's going to come in 5th page, 6th page. What a waste, but he goes anyway because he has to go. And once he goes there, he gets to see that there is a little bit of commotion there. And then people are running around here, there a little bit. Many people are going away. Yes, what's going on? They said they canceled the function. He said, this is even worse. Now I come here to cover something on this Independence Day, the function is cancelled. What is the reason? Why is this function cancelled? It seems there is water seeping in into the submarine, and then the technical folks are running around trying to figure this out, what's going on here. There's no way they can allow public today, and so they're cancelling all the functions of this. So there is a snag, and so water is coming in. And he says, okay, fine. So now what to do? Independent Day function is closed, it is not there anymore. So he goes off. He goes to the office, and then the senior coordinator, whoever, is asking him, why did you come back so early? And he went, and then he just comes so quickly back again. The moment the senior coordinator heard about this story, he immediately just stops what he's got. He runs to the spot. We got one of the most interesting news here today. We got the most interesting news today. And so he runs and then he covers the story in detail, comes back and then he puts it in there, and it becomes the hottest news in the city. That a leaking submarine. And then many things around it, the way you want to spin around it. Our limiting beliefs about what we think about situations and understanding is causing us to act automatically differently, missing out a point and opportunity. We, like everyone else, will not even try to question the belief inside that if I, in a situation like this, and a work front, if I didn't get to the top location, a top area where the independence function happened, it's secondary. It's not going to be that greatly recognized. Now, because the limiting belief is that they don't question, we automatically think that's it. So that I'm not going to have a great opportunity today. The mindset is that way. You're only thinking from that perspective, it's a wasted opportunity. So you're now open to look at anything else that can come across there. On the other hand, it doesn't matter where I go, no matter what, if I go there, maybe something great happen, anything can happen. Why not? Let's see, it appears like a very, very unnoticeable event. If I go to some tinky little place to cover Independence Day, it's an unnoticeable event. Nobody probably could care, but who knows what's there in store. limiting beliefs in a case like this does not let us be open about it, because we have a certain pattern following that. You have a belief, and so then based on the belief, you have a certain response. You come up with a perception, and so perception leads towards certain level of behavior. They're all a chain of them, they're all happen in a snap before you even realize to understand and say, can I step back? In the 5 Sutra of Manifestation, dear friends, so the first one was, anybody right? What we talked about yesterday, 5 sutras. Being one point minded, probably chat is closed. Being one point minded, developing that focus, especially developing all the health, physical energy, quotient, vitality, emotional intelligence, emotional regulation, mentally strong, that we are fit, that all our passions are with us, they're not away somewhere. If I can't learn, if I don't have physical energy or health, if I feel I'm not great in communicating, we are generally not trying to participate because it does not lead us anywhere. So the first thing is to be one point focused, comes when you have all these 3. The second thing we said is being open. Day to day, many things happen, so being open about it. Third thing is that visualizing a future as if it's all happening right now, like dreaming. You know, always dream, daydream, daydream. We daydream all the time. So that's visualization, dreaming about a future event. When somebody, a colleague of us, is receiving an award at a quarterly company function, then we're also imagining and saying, how will I be? When will I be there doing the same thing with a handshake? I had dreamt a lot in my childhood. Every time I went up to receive a medal in the boarding school that I studied, there's a lot of competitive element there. So every time a special guest came, then I would imagine that, now would I be standing up there, take that. That's visualization. It'll move you into a future of that nature, which it truly did for me personally. The fourth thing is reprogramming limiting beliefs, identifying the false truths. We call them false truth. Truth, lie. And then a lie becomes truth. So it is truth, so nobody questions. We don't question. And limiting beliefs are there that we identify to reprogram, because otherwise they are taking away opportunity. In the concept of manifestation, it's all about opportunities. It's all about being able to participate. And something comes, being able to participate. And the last thing we said is express gratitude. Accept and express gratitude. Basically, move into a non-resistive mode, or be into a coherence mode. Coherence comes. Accept. A group of 10 people, if something that I didn't like because they took a decision, I must figure out to go into the acceptance. I can't just be sulking and then go away into a corner. Then that group breaks. Same thing when events happen. If I don't figure out, then I'm out of the field. The whole field is moving. I'm out of the field. And so I cannot create more. Accept and expressing gratitude is number 5. So limiting beliefs is of great focus, dear friends, because they happen in so many ways. You know, in my initial days of my career when I went to the United States, you know, in IT industry, there is something called development and maintenance. The software is written in software industry. There's development and there's maintenance. There is another even sexier thing, architecture. Architecture, development, and maintenance. Everybody wants there. Oh, I'm an architect and I do solution design, I'm not solution, designing and architecture. This is where I want to be. And there is development, you know, write code, develop stuff. And there is maintenance. You maintain what is written by somebody. Nobody wants the maintenance. Nobody wants the maintenance or whatever. The moment you come in, a few people must be exceptions. Great compliments to them. But otherwise, in general, anyone who comes in wants to always do that development. Architecture means you got to be experienced. Another limiting beliefs, you don't go there. But then maintenance jobs come, a lot of times engineers are disappointed. This maintenance, what is there? I can't write anything new. That's the only thing you think. I can't develop stuff. That's how I thought too. I was assigned. When I went to the United States, I was assigned this maintenance job. I tell you, that is one of the best things happened in my life. I took it that way. I cribbed a little bit about it. Not really cribbed. I guess there are enough points around that are that took care of me, that going into the United States, being there, all that good stuff was there around. The aura was there of that. So this one, although I was a deep interested doing hardcore development, which I was doing when I was in India, I went there, I took this. It was disappointing, but then when I went through that whole thing, I became one of the most performing engineers in the entire group of operating systems group in that company. It was a very pioneering company. I became the most performing engineers, not because I was doing maintenance, because the value I brought. Opportunities are plenty out there in this whole concept of maintenance, that you are, number one, learning the whole system. You get the opportunity, get paid opportunity to learn the system beautifully. And many engineers who are there who code stuff, who write bugs basically, miss things. When I write code, I miss things. And so then all of that, it's like when writing an English article, there are a lot of words are missed. Right? Writing with English, the words are missed, grammatical errors are there. Same thing happens in software code. So errors are there, which will, instead of opening the lift, it will keep the lift closed. That kind of bugs can come. You have the opportunity to identify, and then engineers would love that. At least somebody is able to identify and make my code great. So if I thought like this, writer went there and said, I've got into a poor assignment today, very low-key assignment today, something that's of no use, something's not of excitement, then I won't even look at the opportunity. Instead, I would simply go about and come back mechanically. But you are open about it. You go in there and say, what is there? And you create a great opportunity out of it. Truly. And then since then, I always advocated, anybody comes to me from and start anyone comes there, I would say, take up a maintenance role at least for a couple of years. So become the expert of it, that everybody comes to you because you are the one who knows everything. In a maintenance role, you're given a large responsibility of the overall system. In a development role, given only a small thing, typically. Many things happen. There are opportunities everywhere if we only do not limit ourselves. We'll dwell deeper about this limiting beliefs today, dear friends. Let's go into a meditation. Relax yourself, sit comfortably. We're practicing breath mindfulness meditation. Our goal is to be resting our mind. We do this by observing our natural breath with our eyes closed. As you see in the picture, cross your feet at an ankle, cross your fingers into fingers, and rest your hands comfortably in your lap. Close your eyes. Those of you wearing spectacles, remove them. Observe your natural, normal breath anywhere on the nose as a reference point. So put your attention anywhere on the nose and observe the breath going in and coming out at that reference point. So I want you to observe the breath, not that point. The breath that is going at that point, in and out, observe it. Your very natural breath, not any manipulation of the breath. The way it is, observe that breath, and slowly mind is becoming empty, coming less and less of thought.
As the mind is becoming less of thought, and then as it's becoming empty, experience emptiness all around. You may experience, observe it. There may be sensation, movement in your body, observe it. All of this is called meditative experiences. At any given time, if you have thought, if you know that you're thinking, bring your attention back to the breath and again observe the breath and start the process all over. We spend maximum time in this process. Before we do that, we're doing a process called heart elevation. Just follow my guidance for that. Dear friends, we do it for a few minutes, and then we can go to the Ana-Pana-Sati meditation, a breath mindfulness meditation. Relax yourself, sit comfortably, relax your body. Your eyes closed. Scan your body from head to toe. Play the music shortly. Observe your breath with your eyes closed, fingers into fingers, hands comfortably rested in your lap. Skip heart elevation process. We're going into breath mindfulness meditation. Be with your breath, dear friends. Observe your normal, natural in-breath and the out-breath. Our goal is to empty the mind. And you observe your breath slowly and slowly. The mind becomes empty. Dear friends, with your eyes closed, fingers into fingers, resting your hands comfortably in your lap, observe your normal, natural out breath. Our goal is to empty the mind.
When you observe a breath, the mind becomes empty. Allow yourself to merge into your breath and allow yourself to become totally empty of all thoughts in your mind. allow yourself to merge into your breath and allow yourself to become totally empty of all thoughts in your mind. Inside of you, all around you. Friends, let's express gratitude to all things and everybody. It's an honor and privilege to be experiencing this life at this time of history. Can you be grateful to your parents, your teachers, your mentors, your family, friends, colleagues, relatives, everybody in your life? Express gratitude to this grand nature, the bird, the fish, and the animals. Your gratitude to everything you use, technology, the company, the government, the systems. Gratitude to yourself and to this intelligent quantum field for allowing us to experience so much more in this life.
Okay, dear friends. Hope you enjoyed the session. Our meditation will support us to change our mind and develop our mind. But we also must give that support back. We need to be ready to change certain belief systems. And the belief systems centered around our relationship, centered around our work culture, are too strong based on what we've been taught and told from the childhood are about our health. But we must also be ready to change. There should be not only meditation, but a regular enhancement of knowledge and then satsang, so that we know how others are helping themselves to change. If that's not there, a simple meditation practice will continue to do, but then after a year, we say that I'm in the same place where I am, not getting motivated. Because somewhere the consciousness is giving hints us to change, but we don't change, we hold on to our dogma belief systems. This is how it is. I'm expected to behave this way. I'm expected to be like this in this family, so I'm not going to change. It's going to shake the boat too much. I'm not going to talk about it. We gain courage when we are in the company of others. We constantly speak, we constantly talk. A lot of times people come and they do 2 meditation program. They say, okay, we learned it all. And then they stop listening to the wisdom. Neither are they even meeting people anymore, talking anymore. And so what happens then? Challenges continue to come back again because our thought process is not changing. We went back to our old self. We had our own judgments about meditation also. It works, doesn't work. It is okay, that only has this much place. And then we compartmentalize it, we keep it for a small area, and then we move forward with the same challenges again. I log in at exactly 6:20. I'll just do the meditation and disappear, thinking that that is going to give me energy because in this group I'm there. Jnanan Muktihi. It is the wisdom that liberates us. Jnanan Muktihi. That wisdom is experiential knowledge. So we have to gain knowledge, do meditation, take inspiration so that we change into a new self. It requires this practice to be continuously, friends. So let me start. We're going to come back to you later. Let me talk about a few things about limiting beliefs. We also have two of our masters to share experiences, Sudarshan and Preeti Arwaji. Limiting beliefs. The fourth sutra in the manifestation process, that can I cross the river of change? This side I'm here, the river is always flowing heavy, always scared. I know that there are many people are going there. I know that it is safe enough that people are going, but I can't. There's several limiting beliefs that hold us back. We need to identify them. We need to change. 3 great ways to do it. Regular meditation gives us awareness. Reading books to listening to other masters helps us to overcome them. And then tactically, we also make affirmations. Affirmations are all of these empowering beliefs around our limitation that we have. A lot of limitation we have, we develop an affirmation around it, opposing side. So limiting beliefs is Jen's story of how quickly we form our limiting beliefs. Anything that repeats is formed as a belief very quickly. In an ashram, cats are there, and students are learning. And his teacher is doing a session in more outdoor, open area. And so one day a cat is coming and disturbing the session. So the teacher tells the student, please go and tie the cat. Then another few days later, the cat disturbs again. Teacher tells the student, same thing, can you tie the cat? Few days later, again, same thing happens. Then the teacher is telling, but the students thought, okay, this cat is now regularly disturbing, so let me just tie it anyway. Next time, when I come into the class, we'll just tie it anyway. And then untie it at the end of the session because it's disturbing. So they do that now. The next day, when the class is starting, one of the students goes and ties the cat before the class starts. So what happened 3 times, they become a generalized trap. So they put a generalization. So now the cat is tied all the time before every session starts. Now what it is doing only every now and then, but then it became a daily punishment for it. Now it is tied every day. After a few days of this happening, slowly senior students are going out, juniors came, new students came. So now they are also taken the baton. So they are doing tying the cat. They're doing it now. Few days later, the teacher changed, new teacher came. He saw, okay, I don't know why they're doing it, but there must be a reason, so he didn't bother. They continue tying the cat, untying the cat. Whether the cat has changed its behavior or not, it doesn't know. Why we're doing, they don't know, but they tie the cat, untie the cat every day because new students and new teacher. The original reason behind tying itself is gone. It's simply being tied and then untied. After a few days later, the cat dies. The problem should have ended. The students go promptly and then buys a new cat, brings it, and then starts tying it again from the next day. Beliefs are like this, dear friends. We are making them at the drop of the hat so quickly. And then we go by them, thinking this is it. Oh, if my daughter comes every day in the morning, then she's going to be bringing me a lot of luck in front. So I have to wake her up, shake her up, make her get up, and then come forward in front of me to go. And so then I've got great luck going. Limiting beliefs. Luck and disluck, unluckiness are limiting beliefs. And then on top of it, tying it to a person. There are many core limiting beliefs. There are two types of limiting beliefs. There are core limiting beliefs about life, and then there are those that are functional in nature, with respect to specifically to your work, the field of area that you are into. The core limiting beliefs are in general about life. I'm not good at math. I'm not smart. When you use these words, that's what we have. When we use the words in our conversation, that means we have those limitations that we are telling ourselves, because deep inside we recorded ourselves that I'm not smart, I'm not creative. We say that. Now, how can you be creative when you tell yourself the deepest lie as your truth that I'm not creative? While we are as consciousness, we're all creative. As consciousness and that intelligence, we're all the same. It's not special to those who have been very successful. Not only their chosen few, it is for everybody. In the quantum field of intelligence, that we're all the same. We are specks, we are energy field, but in a single large energy field, we are that because we are so entangled, we are connected as one. The light bulbs all becoming one single large field of light with no separation. So it becomes that. So then it is there for everybody, but we say, I'm short-tempered, I'm not smart, I'm not creative. I'm a lot like my parents. When you have this, then what do? You take all the limitations of your parent. First of all, this is a big limitation. I'm like my dad. Okay, so when situations come, okay, no, he just cannot handle it, and so I cannot handle it now because my dad behaves that way. So you already have an action following the way you think about, you thought about your dad. You try to take that because three people tell you, oh, you decide, you behave just like your dad. No, how the way you talk. They tell you, and then three of them tell you, and then you also notice because that reinforces. When three people tell you, thinking, oh, is that so? I'm like my dad. Oh, maybe it must be because I've got my genes, right? So I must be like him. And so the moment you start thinking, it is a self-prophecy. Now what you think is what you create. So now you attract certain situations of that nature where it behaves like your dad. And so now it reinforces to yourself, yeah, this is true. Others told me, but I am also experiencing right now this way. As it becomes stronger and stronger by the day, now you attract more such situations. Now you think that is true for you. Because these are tricky. The beliefs are what you think is what you create. And so you attract more of it, and then you become more strong about it. And so it becomes more prominent, and so projects a lot more from subconscious. And so then it repeats again. So it becomes even more stronger by the day. The belief systems are like that. It happens when two people fall in love with each other. It happens when you are there in a company and you love your job so much, and then when you try to come out, and then maybe a couple of times some events happen, then you feel like this is it. This company is meant for my life. This boy is meant for my life. The girl is meant for me. This is it. And then we are thinking in that direction. So events show up in that way. It becomes stronger and deeper. We're biased to begin with. The thoughts create reality, it projects or attracts similar situations. We think this is true for me. I can't find a partner. Things would have happened 3-4 times, things would have failed. And so we come to the conclusion we can't find a partner because the friends are also telling, I know why it is so difficult. Because they're also telling their story. It is very difficult, like I'm already 32, about 35, it's so difficult to attract somebody. And then somebody else tells, first of all, it's not working out because you had 2-3 meetings with group of people. On top of it, then somebody says, because of the age, it's not happening. Now you tie up and say, oh my God, that's true. I'm also that age. So it must be true. Many limiting beliefs, which are getting stronger by the day because we think in that direction. And so the limiting beliefs are, dear friends, are called a personality. A personality is formed with a core belief system that is there. We have to work hard to make it in life. Hard working is there in a context of not wasting time. But if we tie a result to it, why there are so many people work 2 hours and still are able to make their ends meet. Why is that one has to work 10 hours to make your ends meet? Work hard, don't waste time so that you experience more is great. But tying it to a result and say, if I don't work hard, if I don't spend 10 hours, I'm not going to get sufficient to live happily is a problem. That's what this statement meant here. I'm not saying that you don't work at all. You know what it means. One have to work hard. So these limitations, dear friends, are formed regularly from the childhood. A lot is getting formed. A lot is getting formed. Early age, through parents to when we are as a toddler. Then we go and the teachers become, many times you see the children say, my teacher told me I'm not going to do it. Parents can tell, but then they say, my teacher told me. So they believe the teacher so much. And so then we absorb and take stuff from there. We get conditioned from whatever the teacher had. Two biggest teachers for a student is, of course, we know all of this, for any individual, the parents, and then the teachers. First 14 years, we form so many beliefs about life. It's safe, not safe. Darkness, oh, it is scary. Now, all of that fear is coming because somebody has told them it's not safe to go in the dark. There are ghosts out there. There is this out there, that out there. And so then we form fear about darkness. These are formed, and then subsequently they're formed by the friend circle. In the teens, it is friend circle. As soon as we graduate and come out, it's the beginning, it is the office colleagues, particularly the environment of the office, all the colleagues. What are they saying? Companies play politics. Bosses are like this always. Big companies are mean, and this and that, all kinds of stuff you form. Then comes the families of our spouses, where we get into another family, where you are now bound with certain things, so you are with them. And so then day in and day out, you are with them. So their belief system comes into your belief system. So this is our difference, predominantly. A core beliefs about life are formed by this time. Thereafter, of course, they are getting formed a little bit, but then the functional beliefs that are with respect to the way you, about specifically to your work, your technology, that skill, that product, some of those are there. Like in my case, I used to have a limiting belief in spite of 15 years of meditation. In the year 2015, when I was examining myself about my company's growth, and I was wondering, we grew and then we're stagnating. We are stuck in a certain level. We grew for a long time, nicely till 2013. Suddenly, for 3 years, we are almost stagnating. 2 years. I don't know what's going on. I was not able to get clients in a new market. The limiting belief is that in enterprise software, in a new market, if you don't have a client who is already in the product, it's going to be difficult for you to get your sale there. Your sale requires a case study, a client who is already using in that market. And so everywhere you go to a client, prospect client, a client would say, the prospect would say, do you have a case study, a reference in this market? I know you have a lot in India, a lot in Middle East, but do you have in the United States? Do you have a client, customer here using your product? I would like to do that when I listen to them before I buy. So that became a limiting belief now, because after 5 or 10 customers or prospects have told me that you got to have somebody in the United States for us to acquire. So then it slowly forms as a limiting beliefs. They're more specific to your function. So this is happening because conditioning, dear friends. Conditioning is the main reason the limiting beliefs get formed. It's called personality. The personality has to be identified. The the how do you identify? Before that, what are these beliefs? Now, if you go further, your expectations on your family members or your colleagues. A manager expecting rather than communicating, expecting that, okay, I told you 10 days ago or 2 years ago or 1 month ago, I told you, and you should know by now. You're in the company 4 years, but you should know by now. Expectation, assumptions, your opinions on people, your opinions on system, the conclusions you draw from events. Oh, this is totally, totally unsafe. When a one road accident happens, then you come to a conclusion this is totally unsafe to work on and drive in roads. And so let me not go. You concluded that I'm not going to go ever by road in the nighttime at all. Some people make that decision, right? Because there is a very, very bitter thing happened on the road. So they decide for life never to go by it, either by road or by flight, one of the two. They struggle to go to any extent, even though they have a commute option, but they won't take because they had made a conclusion long before. And then they're not ready to willing to look at it because it become their new truth. The assertion we make, I swear these things happen like this. They're all of them that we make reference. These are all our limitations. The expectations, little expectation you have on your spouse or your subordinate, somebody who's joined there, somebody who's joined in your office, a colleague. What happens? You expect, but they don't necessarily fulfill. And so who missed the opportunity? You miss the opportunity because it's very important for you, but then you expect it, but instead of communicating, you don't get what you expect. You get what you inspect. I learned long before. You expected, you thought they'll give you the slide the way you wanted it, but then meeting time came, you open the slide deck, it's not the way what you want. What do you do? Who has the opportunity? Beliefs are about we experience a life greatly, and then if we don't change them, then our life is only limited to the extent that we believe in them. So, dear friends, 3 ways to reprogram the beliefs. Know yourself with regular meditation. Know yourself with the regular meditation. Now, these beliefs are stored where in a subconscious mind. The conscious mind is all the thought, subconscious mind, all the beliefs. In the first week, I showed a few slides and pictures talking about the subconscious mind, all the beliefs are there. The subconscious mind is accessible to the subconscious mind is response times are much, much quicker. Conscious mind, and what's subconscious mind? Subconscious mind is 1,000,000 times faster in its response times. It works at 1,000,000 times faster speed, and so then it takes over before conscious mind, which knows to differently act, cannot. Unless we identify what is in subconscious and then reprogram. Meditation helps us to access subconscious. We said this in the beginning. It helps us to access subconscious and then rewrite what is there. A child is always operating at subconscious level, below 5 years. So that's why whatever we say, it goes right there. Or as it doesn't go right there, the analytical mind keeps stopping and saying, no, how is it possible? Luck is there. No, luck is very much there. What are you telling me that there's no concept of luck? You say luck is there because something unexpected happens. It's luck because you can't explain. But you miss out all the preparation you made from the childhood on your hard work. The work that you've done for so many years, one after the other, and there's so much an energy level, so many things have moved, and then that suddenly shows up. You would have been intending about something in the entire childhood. You wanted to become a pilot, you must have intended. Now, you wouldn't have become a pilot, but instead you would probably have taken a role which gives you a similar experience. And suddenly you say, oh, what a lucky person you are. You become, but you must have done your real work that time, imagining and dreaming of a pilot. And so here you're drawn into a similar experiences. And we say luck because we don't remember that it has happened before. Learning from books and masters, dear friends, is the most important way to, in general, avoid limitations is by looking at how others are crossing the chasm, how the others are crossing the tide, crossing the river. What is it that helping them? It's not new to cross the river. It is there. Many people are doing it. So always, always, always listening to the right books, the spiritual books that we are recommended, and then going from there, recommendation from there to the other, will help us to constantly rewire ourselves. And so then we have a new way of responding and reacting. When there is a situation where there looks like, you expected it didn't happen, you're not saying it's bad luck. You're saying, I probably did not intend enough. I probably had too many limitations that stopped me from doing it. Let me go and then work on myself to remove that limitation so that next time it's going to happen for me. Bad luck means you're helpless. You just move on, not doing anything about the situation. So that situation repeats as another bad luck event in future. Third thing difference is we make affirmations. If you are working for non-profits, one of the biggest limiting belief for non-profit organization people is that it is very difficult to raise donation. It's very difficult to raise donations. And so they go in that and say, when you're asking for donation only, you're not really there, fully convinced of it. My cause is not that great. It's very difficult to raise donation for it. So then, how do you raise donation? Now, what do you do? In the quantum field of possibilities, of infinite possibility, I am raising great amount of donation to support all my projects and my dreams. And then you can see if anybody else convincingly raising donations in a similar area in the field and say, if XYZ Foundation is able to raise, I too am doing it. I too am doing it. If ISKCON is raising funding for giving free meals, Ana-Dana, then I too am doing it. You also have the same cause. You say, oh, it's all taken by ISKCON. It's very difficult because I'm unknown. Many reasons why I have limitation. We do affirmation. In the quantum field of infinite possibilities, I am attracting great amount of donation because I believe my cause is great. It helps many people. You say that, affirm to yourself a few times. Recognize, if ISKCON is doing it, I'm doing it too. If they're also working on the same cause, I'm doing it too. You do that, dear friends, a few days. If you believe in that affirmation, then it happens. So limiting beliefs can be constantly need to be looked into. And then the only way, dear friends, is regular meditation, regular interactions, reading and increasing in knowledge. Others document how they came out. And they help us. Those stories will help us to look at what we have limitations. And tactically, affirmations will help in reprogramming our limiting beliefs. Let me invite a couple of people here to talk about their experiences. Yes, Preeti.
Morning, namaste, friends and masters.
Independent of limiting beliefs. Yes.
My name is Preeti Agrawal and I am from Dubai. And I am practicing meditation since last more than 3 years with Buddha CEO only. And I am a regular part of Buddha CEO, all the programs. I am volunteer my services over here. So I'm invited to share my manifestation, which came into reality only 2 days ago. My younger son got his board results and he got 92.8%. And it's like highest I can think was 92. So I manifested 6 months back, like he should score 92, then it will be the level, means what I wanted to looking for him, it will be beneficial for him. And the result came exactly 92.8%. And how it came, because he found like this, like he cannot achieve this. And this is like unachievable for him. So he settled down, okay, I have to study only this much. Why I should go that much hard work? So I'm looking for like something should come to in his life. Now 10th board is the main standard. Like once you achieve that, then you think, okay, you can believe in yourself. Yes, you can break it and you can do it. Now every day from last 2 days, he comes, Mama, I got more than even that person. I even more than that person. So am I really of that level? So like I am really happy that he can believe now in himself. And similarly, I did it for my elder son. He is in IIT Hyderabad. So it was in 2021. I started meditation in 2020 and December only, November. Then at that time only I am learning only this manifestation, media, and all this works, and I only overhearing all like this. I was not firm believer like will it work or not work, because it's just a 1 year of meditation I had. And my son has because we lives in Dubai, and their friends and all this, they make it like this. Indian parents are always look for IIT and all this, and they are mad about IIT. So don't listen to your parents, and just do what you like to do. So that was a firm belief for my eldest son. But I have seen him since childhood, like he has lot of potential, and what exactly he want to do in his life, he should go to some good place where a good kind of company should be there. So luckily this COVID came in 12th. He was in a house only. So that particular environment has gone out. Then he start believing in himself and hearing me only, like he can. But when he start preparing, now time has passed. Now he's in 12th, and how he can do this? So because he's wanted to be a aerospace engineer. Then we saw like IIT has only 3 good places as a engineering, where is IIT Bombay and IIT Kanpur and one more, IIT Kharagpur. So he says like I cannot achieve those levels. So he settled about ISRO has one institute in Kerala, like which requires 7,000 rank. So he said, okay, for this 7,000, I can work hard. I will go for advanced and I will achieve this. So we prepare. We both used to sit together and check papers and all this. I was always with him. I left my job only to be with my sons, and I will tell you later about that. Okay, so he started preparing. He appeared for the exams, and when he checked his answer sheets, he was whatever that he was thinking, like 7,000, he will get it. So exams, everything is over. We were settled. We will get it. What we wanted to do it. After that, when we start looking, we went to some IIT engineers, we went to some ISRO engineers, like what should be the good for him. Then they said, why you are going for only in the bachelor's degree for aerospace, let him go for mechanical engineering. Initially, he should have a broader level, and master's, he can choose what specifically he want. Now we are thinking how to get a mechanical with this 7,000 in some good IIT. This is not possible. And you know, friends, when the result came, the rank he got was 4,000, and he got in IIT Hyderabad. And it was a miracle. And this now younger one, when he got 92.8%, it's a miracle, and 97 in maths. I really worked hard for his maths to score something. Then even I was, I think, settled down, like might be
What is your
don't want
practice?
to go there.
What is your practice to get you there? What did your son do and what did you do?
Yes, I used to sit with him. I used to even even him when he's preparing for IIT. My younger one is also preparing for engineering IIT.
How much
Then I
meditation
used to
you are
sit.
doing and how much meditation you're doing and what manifestation principles you are using. That's relevant here.
Yes, sir. So always I do minimum 1 hour meditation early in the morning, 3 o'clock, whenever I have to wake up, or any time, any kind of invitation comes to us, like this is full moon meditation or anything. I will be always there. I never lose this kind of opportunities. Even I have some masters are coming to visiting to Dubai, they call us. Then I surely join those events, whatever I can. And besides that, I feel like that they are achieving it. I always dreamed it that they are there in IIT. When I saw him, like he's in IIT, even for a younger one, I felt like he will score this much. Always I in that position only. I never thought a lower, whatever they are doing or not doing. And I'm just passing. And observer, yesterday someone asked like how observer can change someone's perceptions and all this. So I have done it. I used to sit beside them, and I used to think like they are getting it and they are learning all this. Whatever they are doing, it's going into their mind and they are getting it. And it happened actually. When my younger one, when he says like, I cannot solve this, and he's sitting like this, but still when I am sitting beside him and passing this kind of energy, and I saw like he is able to solve some difficult questions also. He is able to do it. So it works actually. Observer, we can change as a mother. We pass that energy.
Were
And
you
meditation
interfering?
is
Were you interfering into his
No,
life?
no. See,
Talk about
as
that,
a
man.
yes, sir. So I never interfere. My son, suppose I sleep early, but they sleep late and wake up late. I never interfere in their life. Elder one, because his dream was to become an aerospace engineer, I was always with him. If he look for ISRO and all this, I was going with that only. I never interfere. I just keep the things in my mind. I never interfere what the kind of style they are doing, whether they are writing, they are listening music and all this. I am just sitting beside them and just praying whatever. As a mother
I
role,
think
whatever, I have to give them good food, good energy things and all this, that I am taking care, that kind of environment, whatever kind of books and what I am doing all that. But I am not interfering like do this or do not. Even my now, elder son, he got training in IIT Bombay under some very good professor. And I never manifested, but one of my friend offered a room to him just in front of IIT, free of cost. She said, I will take care of him. Don't worry about him. So all these things are coming to me automatically. I'm not doing anything. And this is not many. I'm never manifest for small things. This is the big two things which I talked. I only manifested it, and that is because I wanted to believe in themselves. Whenever they grow, they should cherish that their hard work only, what they are, this is because of their hard work they reach to that level. It should not be like their parents or something has done something. They should can do better and better in their life because of their firm belief in themselves only.
is your son there with you?
He's sleeping. So I asked him, he
I
put
think
the alarm also.
thank you for sharing. I think what's important,
Thank you.
the point that you have not spoken about is that your children meditate. They're also in agreement with some of
Yes,
whatever the goals they're setting. The
yes,
children are in agreement with the goals they were setting. And sometimes they fall back into their old self. This is where, as a mom, because in principle, that they are interested in this kind of career growth, career options for them. And so then, in case they fall back into their old self, here you are aware more of as a mother, more meditative understanding and thought power. So then you are visualizing and dreaming about their goals because they, in principle, that's where they want to go. And so then this works great to help move into their dreams, where they want to go. And then when we align to their dreams, and then we give time and then we understand it and then so work with them. And then as you're saying, passing energy means thinking good things about the way they wanted their life to be. And so this is what two startup founders come together, they have a common dream, so they think alike, and so then make things happen. One says, let's do this, another says, let's do that. Both together, if they agree to both of them doing both, and so one is giving energy for the other, another is giving energy for this, but both work together, and then the collective dream happens, right? So your children meditate? Do they meditate or no?
yes, sir. For cracking IIT is not possible to without meditation. He used to meditate every day. And younger one sleeps with meditation music only. He always follow me all the retreats wherever I go. He always listen to sir. Even now my husband is also come into this after seeing both of us here. And now every day he also puts the sir's voice before sleeping, and full night it goes on. So sir voice is the part of our sleeping pattern. Thank you so much, sir, for being in our life.
Thank you, Preeti madam. The point here, dear friends, is that meditation moves various energies. We don't know how it does, but it does. We have to continue to believe in the process and continue this thing. Because, for example, what she's saying, I'm living in Dubai, and then he gets into Bombay. Now, of course, as a parent, you are anxious about where he's going to stay. Now, something miraculous happens, something, we call it just a coincidence, random, but something happens, right? Opposite to IIT, he getting an accommodation without she looking at anything. Many things like this come together called synchronicities when we are doing the right thing with our practice. All right. So thank you. And then here, Preeti ji, and then she's probably going to go in detail later. One of the things she's doing amazingly is a meditation service. You take care of others, the consciousness takes care of you. It's always there. Making it inclusive. She does an amazing amount of unconditional service. putting a lot of times that once you commit, she is there about it. And they're doing the service, and then because you are giving away valuable time rather than taking care of a family to the rest of the consciousness, so then of course then somebody else has to take care of you. It does happen. I've experienced this all the time, and I'm sure most of the Buddhas who are doing regular service are experiencing it. Something comes through, right? Yes. Let me invite Sudarshanji before we conclude today's sessions.
Namaste, Chandra.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is your meditation journey.
Yes. Yeah. I started my journey like.
Please introduce yourself.
Yes, sir. This is Sudarshan Ramayanam from California, Roseville area. So I started my meditation journey from 8 months, I think, close to 8 months now. So before this meditation, the way Chandra sir explained today, I am the best example for limiting beliefs. So always I used to think negatively, like, oh, it won't happen to me. Hey, I'm too much behind in my work area. And whatever the positive things, right? I'm only wishing like oh, it won't happen. So definitely it won't happen. Universe won't support us. So if you started wishing like negative things, of course, universe will not support. From childhood also, I used to listen. My grandparents used to tell some tadastu devata, like that. So if you wish something, they will wish good things. So like that, my journey started with meditation. When I started my meditation, within a week of span, I started getting the vibrations. So from that day onwards, slowly my body started healing, and then all my limiting beliefs, negative thought, especially I'm more negative thought guy. So all my negative thoughts gone. So I used to tell to my neighbors, colleagues, whoever are there. Okay, slowly I started spreading this meditation. So it's the simple technique of Ana-Pana-Sati, invented by a lot of gurus and from Brahmarshi Patriji to our Chandra sir, great master. So the beauty here is the Chandra sir, the way he designed into the technical, like scientific way, it's more attractive than, it's more outreaching to the now younger generations. That's what I believed. So there are so many sources are there in the world, so many YouTube sources are in the world. Everybody try to post on yoga, meditation, Kapalabhati, no many things. But the Chandra sir, the way he designed with the scientific regions, atomic, how our body react, how the meditation will impact our body, is awesome, sir. Really, you are the great help for this one. And majorly, like the thing what I have faced was when before I started my meditation, many people used to say, "Hey, those are all like after 60 years." Once you went into the retirement, you have to start all these things. You have so much of time. Why you are changing your time? All these things. So those kind of nonsense things got spreaded in this world. So when we actually put our mind and everything towards meditation, that time you will be knowing the beauty of our meditation. So I'll stop this one. And when I started my meditation, my health, especially my health benefits. So I used to have like almost 150 blood pressure, and the A1C levels, diabetes also like 7.5, like that. But the doctor asked her to use some medication. So I don't know what miracle happened. Within 6-7 months, my blood sugar levels got reduced, and now I'm very much came into the pre-diabetes to the regular level. That is one thing happened. And my daily work life also. See, I used to struggle a lot for some assign, even though I'm an IT sister SME. For sometimes I used to take a lot of pressure. Now I'm happily taking whatever work I got, and also the appreciations, right? It's a miracle. So When before my meditation, when I did like a lot of works overnights, I won't get much appreciation. Now, yeah, all my director level also recently I got a very good appreciation. With this meditation, one more good thing happened to me is the circle. See, the way you roamed with your around the people, obviously it will impact you more rather than what you do. See, the more negative people surrounding you, always they try to make you in that way only. So when you are a meditator, when you are in a good shape, when universe chosen you with your meditation, automatically your circle will change, and obviously the people around you also will praise you and they will believe you what you are trying to say. One good example is like when Chandra sir visited to USA. Suddenly one day in the call, they everyone asked, sir, can I visit to Sacramento area? That time I have a very good wish. I can invite Chandra sir to this area. But I don't know how many people will come. I hardly in my fingers like 5 to 10 people can come to the meditation. And many people when my close circle also when I ask, hey, this is not our age, man. Why you are encouraging this meditation at this age? Like that, many of my circle, my age circle, like they said like that. But I truly manifested. I truly did my wish. So no, we have to do something bigger. We have to. Initially, we thought we can do in my home, but slowly my wish and the universe got supported a lot. So when Chandra sir visited to my area, almost the 130 people came here. And from that day onwards, lot of energies and every people used to interacted with us. And the people who came newly also asking, hey, Sudarshan, will have some more sessions. So I used to go visit their homes. So they are suffering with some regular problems. And I used to go and I used to explain them, this is the way you have to do. So like that, see, taking from the universe is one way and giving back to universe is also our responsibility. That's what I am feeling. See, always we are wishing I have to get, I need some good things. I have to, my son has to do this one. My daughter has to go there. My wife has to go. Those are all everyone common man wishes. But the thing is what you are doing to universe. See, that also matters, right? See, always people thinking, I am doing meditation from 1 year. I am doing for 2 years. All my problems are not going. Like that, people are keep complaining. So if you are complaining, just raise finger, put finger on your side also. See what you are giving back, what you are trying to do service. So like that, if you keep thinking right, automatically the universe will definitely choose you to do the good things. Like the Preeti ji just now she shared, right? Preeti Agarwal ji. Automatically the things will happen without your intervention. That's what slowly happening to me. Even for my kids' education also, they are still 10th graders only, but small things are happening. If they are, when Chandra sir visited here, they all my family started doing meditation. So they're fully becoming meditators now. So all manifestations are working now. And I used to encourage the people in India, my relatives, my parents, all the people. Everybody initially started in negative way. No, why? I don't have time. I have so many things. I have so many money problems. If I sit calmly, okay, that guy will come and ask me money. This kind of questions they are asking me. I slowly made them to come. Okay, you have everything, but listen to me. Spend 30 minutes of your time in the meditation so that you will understand what you are feeling. I made like at least 5 to 10 people recently from past two months with my close family members. They started calling me, hey Sudarshan, yes, you are right. we are in wrong way. Now we are in right way. So like that, people are starting telling me back. So we have one slogan like karma. See, in any generation we used to do karma, we'll have karma, right? So our karma will give back to come back to us, which means, see, the way how I can explain is like, where I am doing meditation for, let us assume, 10 years, and I'm not getting all the problems. Still I have my problems. Still there is a karma will be there. You have to come out of that karma. Then only all good things will happen. But miracle with meditation is that karma, everything will bypass. It will be fast track. So you can, if you do more meditation, more problems will solve. There, many people will have a lot of questions. Why did this not happen? Yesterday also I listened some of the experience. Some people say, sir, I am doing some 7 months or 9 months. I am not happening. Yes, the karma will be there. We have to come out of that karma. There will be some time frame. You have to be patiently wait for them. In my life, I don't know what I did, like karma, like good karma or bad karma. For me, the realization happened within few months only when I started my meditation. I felt very much happy because many things is changing in my life day to day. So yeah, so what to tell? So everything is changed, sir. Thank you so much. It's
All right.
a lot to tell more, but more people are waiting. Okay, thank you.
Okay. Wonderful. Meditation will do a lot of changes. Karma, in a positive sense, we have to see is all the pending things that are waiting to be experienced now is all that is. And meditation accelerates experiences. Meditation resolves many experiences that are no longer required to be lived as we learn more knowledge, as we increase our understanding. That's all it is.
One
Every
small thing, sir.
Yes.
Before my meditation, or when I started my meditation, my wife, when I asked her to sit for meditation, she used till I have a lot of work, so all those things, I don't have 10 minutes time. I used to make her more wishing like to do the meditation. Now when Chandra sir came, all my lifestyle got changed. I'm just turning my camera. See, my wife is sitting from more than 2 hours. She's in meditation status. If I touch her also, she won't wake up. So like that, people completely, the lifestyle got changed. Even my daughter also sitting for meditation, and she will go completely into the meditation mode. So like that, my lifestyle changed, sir. Thank you.
Your meditation brought everybody else into meditation. It's
Thank
really
you,
the crux of it.
Thanks.
Thank you, Vishwanath. I think you are laying out a lot of points. Of course, the more and more study that we do to ourselves, the more clarity we gain, not only in understanding, but also in expression. But yes, it is accelerating in our learning. And so whatever karmically has been told, that many things dissolve faster. Many things dissolve faster. Dhyana Jagath karmana. And so this happens. It happens. The more we learn, the more we experientially have it, then the more we're dissolving. That means many things, many challenges become minimal. Many challenges drop, but many challenges that otherwise would have been bigger events, bigger unpleasant experience of life will become minimalistic. A big accident would turn out to be a small scratch. So these do come forward because now we fundamentally become a new vibrationary state. And so then we are here to add a lot more contribution. And so automatically things that needed to be learned in the hard way start dissolving. I think in some level, that's what we take meaning from when he's saying, there is karmic things that are there. And we have to patiently wait. But many things we go forward faster. We are in a fast track. We learn this in the second half in a lecture called 6 Spiritual Science Laws of why meditation makes it a fast track for everybody. So thank you very much, Sudarshan. Thank you, Preeti Madam, for bringing some of my core experiences of hang in there, meditate, do the right thing of the practice of teaching, showing it to others, and then constantly talking about it to others. and then learning for ourselves, then automatically things start happening. You can't point this and that, but everything happens. So let's take a few questions here. Yes, start praying.
Sir, can we have two announcements? Can we
do it? Do it.
Sure, sir. Today we have book club Autobiography of Yogi, starting from 8:15 a.m. To 9:15 a.m. IST, and 8 to 9 p.m. IST, the same book. And reminder for quiz 2 for the practitioner certificate has been sent via email to all the enrolled participants. Please take out some time and then complete the quiz. Thank you.
Yes. Star.
Thank you. Thank you, Chandra. And everybody, wow, I just feel like that was a transmission of energy from the people talking as well as our meditation today. I feel a bit overwhelmed, actually. But it's okay. Today's meditation was really interesting. I don't know if I can explain it even, but I was laughing. It just came upon me as if someone was there with me to help me to do that. And I immediately stopped myself because I felt embarrassed or didn't know how to do it, maybe. It was just really a laughter that I've never experienced before. A way of laughing, if that makes any sense. But also, I had this really strange experience where it was like I was trying to understand, or I don't know if I was trying to understand, but I was trying to see, right, how like my breath was trying to move me or something. Okay, how can I explain this? It was as if I was learning what moves us. So in other words, I was breathing, but I was energy. And I was trying to figure out, like, okay, what's going on here? How am I moving? And then my insight was trying to get me to understand who's breathing who here. So, something like that. So, you know, are we all just being breathed by the spirit or something like that? It's hard to explain this because it wasn't exactly clear. You know what I mean? But anyway, it was really interesting. It was really interesting to.
Yes, that's great. Very profound.
Yeah. And
where is it coming from? And who is really breathing here? We never ask the question, where is it coming from? It goes out. We know that if it goes out and doesn't come back, we are not there, but it comes back. And how is it coming back? Who is doing that act for us? That experience is sufficient for you to understand there is this consciousness or a greater awareness that is there, which is breathing life into us.
Yeah.
Sufficient to be in a surrender state, sufficient to be keeping ourselves very, very grounded. Otherwise, this ego self is saying, I am the one who's doing everything here. Right? It's a beautiful experience to really and to have the process that permanently into us. That there is this great awareness taking care of me. If it can take care of my life through breath, it can take care of me for everything else too.
So I also wanted to say thank you so much, Chandra, for roasting us alive. I love the way you know, just give it to us straight and make it happen. I feel like I'm on fire because these are the things that I need to know. And if it wasn't for your fire, I would be learning them slowly, So I just want to thank you for lighting a fire under my behind, So I'm enjoying that. And thank you so much for explaining that. And I'm going to toddle off to book club right now and see you tomorrow. Thank you.
Great. That's great. Thank you. Patriji roasted us much more deeply. Please listen to his videos. They'll be like not just fire, there'll be something bigger, right? Okay. Listen to all his videos. Now that yes. Yes.
Namaste, Chandra sir, Atmavandan, and Namaskaram, and everyone. I just wanted to ask that what is the language of universe? So, like you said, that whatever you suppose whatever waves you send, the waves are attracting those kind of people. So, is it something like the emotions that we feel? Is it that are attracting? Because I was thinking one day that suppose I am very sad and I start crying and I ask universe that why are you doing this? Why are you doing this? So what would be the outcome of that? Because yeah, that's all.
What will be the outcome of when you are crying, but with a feeling you are wanting to know why something is happening? The outcome can be that you will be revealed of an answer.
Okay. But
You
sometimes
have an
Chandra sir,
intention. You have an intention to know, and that intention grew deeper because it is happening a lot more strongly to you. So intention grew deeper. So you had an intense feeling and asking and say, why me? Why is this happening to me? And so then you would be then receiving an answer around it. And anytime we have a deep feeling, a thought, but it's backed up with a deep feeling and emotion, then we are producing a lot more stronger amplitude wave. And so then it is traversing into the depths of the field to receive and find their answers and possibilities.
I see. And sir, you also said that we should not expect, we should inspect. So
Meaning go into
how
the
do
detail. Go into the detail. Yeah. Just don't superficially say, yeah, they'll do it for me. It's all going to happen. But we go into the detail, and understand enough.
Okay.
Understand enough of what is important, not important, and then know your subject more. And so that then you know how to then what to ask for and then what to wish for, or that's all I'm saying. Go into the detail of why you need something, why do you need an experience? Because every experience is energy. So should I be spending my penny here? Should I be just using my word and thought for nothing? So go into the detail of what you are looking for. And so then automatically, then you're not leaving anything to the chance, the way we say. Instead, you are putting a thought around it for it to be coming towards you.
Also,
right?
sir, I am a person with multiple interests, so my mind goes in multiple direction at once. How to control that?
They'll all get settled down with more meditation. More and
Okay.
more meditation will continuously, slowly strip off some of those interests. Some of them are more required for you than some. And so the second tier ones will slowly wane away. Your interest will wane away in those areas. It might have been the most interesting thing for you until yesterday, but then as you start practicing, and then the interest for you might have been artificially kept around based on the environment. And then, but with meditation, it'll drop away into something more that is really, really necessary for you. It'll happen. Some of those interests that will drop automatically.
I see.
Until the
And
time you pick what you have and then continue. Yeah.
and sir, sometimes I get these chronic headaches, which is impossible to what do you call that? Calm my head down. It gets so chronic. So what suggestions will you give to cater to that?
More meditation.
More meditation. Okay.
So meaning If you have these chronic any illnesses like that, then what is more meditation? Meditate for, can you sit down for 3 hours of meditation?
I
Not
can
45
try
minutes. You have to sit down. At least 2 hours sit down. Every day do for 40 days. Continue.
2 hours.
Continue 2 hours meditation. Sit down and do it. Okay.
Okay, sir.
When
Can
we
that
have
would be,
what's that?
I was saying that would be only possible in the pyramid.
Why? You sit down. I always said it. Don't worry about how long you're emptying your mind. You have to tame the body and then mind to continue to practice. That's all you have to do. Now, is the mind empty or not? That's not your problem. Are you sitting down, observing the breath? When thoughts come, are you coming back? That's all you have to. You have to work on that part. Emptiness, something else will work on that part, and the benefit of it. Okay.
And last thing was that Rajni ji's background I was seeing. So that was very interesting. I wanted to see what is written on that. Here is Rajni ji.
Stupid question. Okay. Right.
I'm sorry.
You asked great questions before, but this question is irrelevant. Right.
I'm
Okay.
sorry, sir.
So, all right. Okay, friends. So, we think we will go. We have the not breakout rooms, but have book clubs. All right. Rishika, keep doing meditation. Everything will get solved. So, thank you very much, dear friends. So, we will continue. We have covered some important topics this week, but there are some even more things that help us to understand life better in the rest of the week, because we are trying to organize this as 2-3 week programs, first 3 weeks and the second 3 weeks. And that's how it's structured. So to understand some more concepts around manifestation and spiritual quotient. So thank you very much. See you tomorrow. Thank you. Right.
Thank you. See you all at same time tomorrow.